उल्लंघ्य सिंधोः सलिलं सलीलं यशोकवह्निं जनकात्मजायाः आधाय तेनैव ददाह लंकां नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम्। सुंदरे सुंदरो रामः, सुंदरे सुंदरी कथा, सुंदरे सुंदरी सीता, सुंदरे सुंदरम वनम, सुंदरे सुंदरम काव्यम, सुंदरे सुंदरः कविः, सुंदरे किं न सुंदरम। There are several reasons why this particular kanda of Srimad Ramayanam is celebrated as Sundara Kanda, the Kanda of beauty, Sundara. Several reasons that we have seen why this particular Kanda is called the most beautiful. This Kanda actually is permeated with the beauty of bhakti. No wonder it is Sundara Kanda. It is here in this Kanda that we see the beauty of quintessential bhakti demonstrated by two great bhaktas. One, the servant, the foremost servant of Bhagavan, and the other, Bhagavan's own consort. This Kanda is Sundara Kanda because it is infused with the beauty of Rama's presence. One may wonder, how can we say this Kanda is infused with Rama's presence? In fact, it is here in this Kanda that Rama's presence is minimum, is almost absent throughout the entire Kanda. That's the beauty of Sundara Kanda. It is Sundara because of the presence of Rama even in his absence. And we experience Rama's presence through remembrance of Rama. Therefore, this Kanda highlights the beauty of remembrance of Bhagavan. Remembrance of Bhagavan helps in three different ways. And we have seen this through Hanuman and also through Sita. Remembrance of Bhagavan unclouds our intellect. It provides clarity. It completely removes the fog of fear, of doubt, all the negative emotions that cloud the mind. It completely removes all the darkness. Remembrance of Bhagavan provides clarity. It not only provides clarity, it also purifies. Remembrance of Bhagavan is the cause for purity of the mind. The more we remember Bhagavan's glories, the greater the purity in our mind. Clarity and purity together bring about an alignment between what we know is good for us and what feels good to us. What we know is good for us, our intellect can discriminate. And when we have clarity, intellect functions and discriminates between what we know is good for us and what feels good to us. Remembrance removes all the clutter in the mind, all the complexity. makes everything simple. Life is meant to be simple. It is our mind and various desires which complicate things for us. Therefore, the highlighting of the remembrance, the importance of remembrance, is another reason for why this Kanda can also be called Sundara Kanda. We see Rama's Bhakta Hanuman and Sita demonstrating the importance of remembrance of Bhagavan. And we see how in both the cases, in the case of Hanuman and Sita, all these three benefits of remembrance are clearly experienced. Purity, clarity, and alignment between purity and clarity, resulting in simplicity. Sundara Kanda is also Sundara because it captures the beauty of trust. Trust is beautiful. We saw how Rama not only trusts Hanuman, he also entrusts Hanuman with the all-important mission. While all the Vanaras were grouped and sent across in different directions, Hanuman was part of the group that headed towards south, and it is to Hanuman that Rama entrusted his ring. Rama entrusted Hanuman with his ring and also demonstrated his trust to Hanuman. And later we also saw how Hanuman wins Sita's trust. So therefore, the beauty of trust is very beautifully highlighted in this Kanda. Therefore, it is Sundara Kanda. This Kanda is also Sundara Kanda because it highlights the beauty of gratitude. When one is entrusted with an all-important mission and trust is clearly demonstrated, like how Rama did with Hanuman, one always is in a state of gratitude, and this is exactly what happens. Hanuman is in a state of gratitude all throughout, and we have seen how that tremendously helps Hanuman throughout his journey. This Kanda is Sundara Kanda because it captures the beauty of assurance. All of us always want to be abundantly assured. Assurance is a great medicine. We are constantly seeking to be assured and reassured. Now, Hanuman could have, after discovering Sita, could have just handed over the ring to her, conveyed the message, could have traveled back. He did not just do that. He also spent enough time in assuring and reassuring Mother Sita. Now, this is where we see Hanuman's role as an acharya, as the guru, constantly assuring and reassuring, providing that sense of confidence. The beauty of assurance is what is highlighted abundantly in this Kanda. Therefore, it is Sundara Kanda. And of course, this is Sundara Kanda because it also captures the beauty of Ramanama. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Anything ordinary and extraordinary, the difference is not the extra. The difference is actually Rama's Nama. What makes ordinary extraordinary? We have seen the glorious conversation between Sita and Hanuman, how Hanuman engages Sita, gets her attention, gives her confidence, assurance. We have seen how Sita also, in the process of ensuring that Hanuman is definitely not Ravana in disguise, and also in the process of wanting to listen to more of Rama's glories, requests Hanuman to give details of the Divya Mangala Rupa of Rama, and we have relished Hanuman's beautiful discourse on Rama's glories, his gunas, and his rupa. Now, after having gained Sita's trust, now Hanuman is about to take the next step in the process of fulfilling his mission. Hanuman now can approach Sita without really pushing Sita further away as it happened before. Hanuman, after completing his exposition on the Divya Mangala Rupa of Rama, now addresses Sita. Uya eva mahateja Hanuman marutatmajaha abravit prashritam vakyam Sita pratyaya karanat. Sita pratyaya karanat, in order to give her a lot more confidence, in order to give her more assurance, Hanuman speaks the following. Valmiki says, Vanaro aham mahabhage. He Mahabhage now addresses Sita, the one who is the most fortunate. Duto Ramasya dhimataha. Ramanamaankitam cha idam pashya Devi Anguliyakam. The most important part of this conversation, this meeting between Rama and Sita. Ramanamaankitam cha idam pashya. Idam pashya, he Mahabhage, idam pashya. Hanuman now is offering Mother Sita to look at his palm. And Hanuman is now saying, Ramanamaankitam cha idam pashya Devi Anguliyakam. Ramanamaankitam. Look at this ring. Mother Sita, look at this ring marked with Rama's name. No, Rama's ring was with Hanuman all the time. But Hanuman did not jump into just showing it right away. He took his time. He shows the ring only after ensuring that Mother Sita is ready to receive it with all confidence. That is why Hanuman is Buddhimatam Sreshta. No, he is Buddhimatam Sreshta. Therefore, he knows when to do what. Pratyartam tavanitam tena dattam mahatmana samashvasihi bhadram te kshina dukkham palafyasi. Mother, the days of your grief are over now. Tava pratyartam, in order to gain your trust, samashvasahi, be calm. You do not need to be agitated anymore. This is the most auspicious time. And he says, your sorrows are going to end very soon. And I have brought this for you. And he offers Rama's Anguliyaka. Now, Hanuman, interestingly, held out the ring. He did not give it to her. This is again the beauty. Hanuman just held out the ring to Mother Sita, and for Sita to pick it up. Because Hanuman knows who is he to give anything to Sita? Who is he to give something to Sita? What belongs to her? Again, this shows the greatness of Hanuman. He did not want to harbor the pride of being a giver to Mother Sita. Who is he to give anything to her? The ring does not belong to him. It after all belongs to her. It is Rama's ring. And therefore, Hanuman just offers it for Sita to pick it up. Trembling with happiness, with joy, with anticipation, Mother Sita receives the ring. For Sita, it is almost like reaching out and touching Rama's hands. The ring was almost Rama personified here. Grihitva prekshamanasa bhatrukkara vibhushanam bhartaram iva samprapta Janaki mudita bhavat. Mudita bhavat. She was thrilled. She was elated. Delighted as though Rama himself had arrived. What else she can ask for? The greatest gift, the greatest present. It is said, Bhagavan's presence is his greatest present. Through Rama's ring, with his name marked on it, his presence was greatly experienced by Sita. Now also we hear Hanuman ensured who is superior. Obviously, Mother Sita is, and he wanted to ensure that it is Mother Sita who receives it, who takes it, and not he who gives it. The moment Sita picks the ring from Hanuman's palm, immediately Valmiki writes the change in a disposition. Charutat vadanam tasya tamra shuklayata ikshanam ashobhavat vishalaksha Rahu Mukta Iva Udurat. It seems so all of a sudden Mother Sita became like she started shining. Rahu Mukta Iva Udurat, shining like the moon released from Rahu. Tatasahi Mati Bala Bhatrus Sandesha Harshita Paritushta Priyam Shutva Rasham Sat Mahakapim. Elated, joyful Sita, she was so very delighted that, and she started blushing, it seems, with joy. And now Sita begins to praise Hanuman. It's now time to celebrate the glories of the greatest bhakta. So therefore, Sita now looks at Hanuman and praises him. Vikrantatvam, samartatvam, prajnatvam, Vanarottama, Vanarottama, Vikrantatvam, Samartatvam, Pragyatvam, Yena Yidam Rakshasapadam Tvaya, Ekena Pradharishtatam. You single-handedly, you manage to crush, you manage to, you achieve something which is unimaginable. You are Vikrantaha, you are Samartaha, you are Pragyaha. Your intelligence, your valor, your resourcefulness are commendable. He Hanuman, he Vanarottama, Shatayojana Vistirnaha Sagare Makaralaya. You manage to surpass the ocean filled with crocodiles, all kinds of dangerous animals. Vikrama Shlaganiyena Kramata Ushpadi Krataha. Goshpadi Kritavarashim Masaki Kritarakshasam Ramayana Mahabala Ratnam Manje Anila Goshpadi Kritaha. Sita looks at Hanuman and says, it looks like you transformed the ocean and made it look like a small puddle. So who else could have done it? Only you could have done it, Hanuman. Vanarottama Nahitvam Prakritam Manye Vanaram Vanara Rishabha Yasyate Nasti Santrasaha Ravananna Api Sambramaha Nasti Santrasaha. Your fearlessness is highly commendable. Nasti Santrasaha Na Sambramaha. And you are not bewildered looking at all the challenges that came in front of you. So therefore, you are not someone ordinary. You're not someone ordinary at all. You are not just like any other Vanara. Arhaseja kapisreshta maya samabhipashitum yadyasi preshitastena ramena viditatmana. Therefore, I'm really fortunate to have this conversation with you. Now I know that I can engage in a conversation with you. All the doubts that I had before are unfounded. Preshishyati durghesho ramo nahi aparikshitam parakramam avijnaya matsakasam visheshataha. Obviously, if Rama has sent you, you have to be extraordinary. He would have done checking all the prerequisites. If anybody had to be tested before sending a mission, Rama would have taken care of that. I shouldn't have even had any iota of doubt. After all, you are Ramaduta. You have come because Rama has sent you. So you had to have all the qualifications necessary for this kind of a mission. And then immediately Sita says, Dishtya cha kushali ramo dharmatma dharmavatsalaha. Dishtya. So definitely, Rama is fortunate to have somebody like you. And therefore, I'm convinced, looking at you, I know that Rama is safe. Dishtya cha kushali ramo dharmatma dharmavatsalaha. Lakshmanacha mahatejaha sumitranandavardhanaha. Now, I know that Rama and Lakshmana should be safe. But Sita again, as Rama's wife, now wants to be a little bit more reassured. Kachinna vyatito Ramaha, kachinna paritapyate, uttarani cha karyani, kurute purushottamaha. Hope Rama is not getting too much perturbed. Hope he is not too much tormented with grief. So now Sita is worried about Rama's welfare. I hope he is able to take all the right actions in order to annihilate the forces, the forces of adharma. Dvividam trividopayam upayam api sevate. Hijigishu suhruta kachin mitreshu cha param tapaha. Now, Rama, not just the wife of Rama, but also the queen who knows the strategy of establishing dharma, is now speaking now. She says, I hope Rama is preparing with all adequate, taking all the necessary steps in order to overcome the forces of the enemy. Dvividham trividopayam. I hope he's not just looking at the twofold policy of kings when confrontation and conciliation. Typically, this is a twofold policy. Against an enemy, a king can look at a twofold policy of Dvividopaya, confrontation or conciliation. But here she says Trividopaya. I hope he is working on Trividopaya, which is confrontation, conciliation, and also the third upaya in politics is also creation of dissent among enemies. I hope he is also taking care of that because he has to be victorious in the process of establishing dharma. And then Sukhanam Ujito Nityam Asukhanam Anuchitaha Dukkam Uttaramasarthya Kachit Ramo Nasidati Kachit. I hope Rama is not depressed. Rama cannot bear any pain. He is not used to. He's always used to all kinds of luxuries. He's always used to. He is not used to any suffering. I hope he is not too much depressed. And Sita now goes further and looks at Hanuman and asks, Kausalyaya tatha kachit Sumitraya tathaiva cha abhikshanam shuyate kachit kushalam bharatasya cha. I hope the queens back home, they are all safe. I hope you also have heard news on Bharata. I hope Bharata is also safe and sound. Achitcha Lakshmana Shuraha Suvitranandavardhanaha. I hope Lakshmana is also safe, and I know that he is all preparing. Astravit Sharajalena Akshasan Vidhamishyas. He is all ready to, with all his powerful weapons, to destroy the enemy. Raudrena Kachidastrena Rabena Nihatam Rane Drakshyami Alpena Kalena Ravanam Sasuhurjanam. I know it's now just matter of time. It's just matter of time before all kinds of powerful weapons are going to be deployed in overcoming any resistance that the Rakshas are going to put. It's just matter of time for Ravana and all his forces to be completely destroyed. And then in this process of preparing all this, is this becoming too much for Rama? She's also worried for Rama's health. Kachinnatat hema samana varnam tasyanam padma samana gandhi. Rama is Sukumara. He's like the beautiful lotus in a pond. Mayavina sushyati shokadinam jalakshaye padma iva atapena. I hope he is not in the process of grieving for me. I hope he is not like the lotus in a pond scorched by heat. I hope he is able to withstand the grief of separation, and he is able to focus on the task on hand. I hope he can soon come and he can do the needful to reunite with me. Dharma padesha tyajatah charajyam mam chapi aranyam nayata padatim nasit yathayasya nabhina shokaha kachit sadhairyam hridaye karoti. Rama, I remember, he was not disturbed at all when he knew he had to walk out of the kingdom, renouncing everything. He was about to become the king, and just in minutes he was ready to renounce everything with no disturbance whatsoever. He did not have any anxiety, no fear, no grief, and he just walked out, renouncing everything, walking into the forest, and I accompanied him. And I hope Rama is the same even today in these difficult situations. I hope he has no fear, no grief, and he is demonstrating the same level of patience and endurance. And hope Rama has remained the same, because all these qualities are needed right now for the mission ahead. Sitaya vachanam shrutva Maruti bhima vikramaha shirasi anjali madhaya vakyam uttaramam bravi. Valmiki says, listening to Sita, in front of Sita, Hanuman with Anjali Mudra, with folded hands, but folded hands above his head. Again, Hanuman demonstrating highest respect for Sita, prostrates to Sita. His respect for Sita grows even more. Natvam ihastam janite ramaha kamalalochanaha tena tvam janite ramaha kamalalochani. Says Rama, hey Sita, hey Kamalochani, Rama does not know that you are here. He still does not know. Because Sita is also bombarding Hanuman with a lot of questions. When is he going to arrive? Is he preparing? Does he know about all Ravana's forces? Is he adequately prepared to confront Ravana and so on? Now, Hanuman says, okay, mother, I am here and I have to go back and give this news to Rama. Rama does not yet know that you are right here. Shutva eva tu vacho mahyam kshipram yeshyati radavaha chamum prakashyan mahatim hari rakshagana samkulam. The moment I go back and give him the message, immediately with the mighty forces of the Vanaras, Rama is going to travel journey, cross over the ocean, and he's going to come all the way here to do the needful. For that, I have to go back and give him the message. Right now, he does not yet know your whereabouts. Tava adarshana jane aadya shokena sapariplutaha nasharmalabate ramaha simhardita ivadvipaha. But I have to admit, hey mother, no, I cannot hide this fact from you. Now that you have asked so much about Rama's welfare, obviously he is definitely enduring a lot of pain, just like how an elephant suffers with, in terms, all the grief is like a lion which is pouncing upon an elephant. He is enduring a whole lot of pain right now in separation. Tartarena cha te devi, shape moola phalena cha, malayena cha vindhyena, meruna mandarena cha, yata sunayan valguhu, bimbaushtam charukundalam, mukham takshasi ramasya, purna chandra vimoditam. But let me take one vow. Let me make one promise to you, a mother. I make a promise on the very food that I consume. Dardarena cha te devi, shape moola phalena cha, the fruits and the roots, which is the very basis for all my sustenance. I take a vow, the oath on that. Malayena cha vindyena meruna mandarena cha, all the mountains, Malayena, Vindyena, Meru, Mandara, all the mountains. Let me make this promise to you. It's just a matter of time. Soon you are going to see Yatha Sanayanam Valguhu, the beautiful face of Rama, Bimbhaushtam, with reddish lips, Charu Kundalam, Mukham Drakshasi Ramas, Purna Chandra Imana, just like glowing like a full moon. The Ramachandra is going to be right in front of you. Kshipram Dakshasi Vaidehim Ramam Prasravena Girav. Just like how he is seated right now on top of Prasrava mountain, he is going to be seated right here in front of you very soon. This is my promise. Let me tell you, Rama is actually waiting for this very moment. Namamsa Raghavo Namamsam Raghavo Punkte Nachar Madhusevate Vanye Suvihitam Nityam Bhaktamashrita Panchamam. As you know, Rama does not consume meat, does not consume any liquor. He is having only one meal a day now, and that too in the evening, that too of simple rice and vegetables and nothing more. He is going through he is spending a life of an ascetic, having only one meal a day with only one goal, in order to unite with you very soon. Nayevadam shan mashkan Kitan Sarisripan Raghavo Apanayet Gatram Tvatgatena Antatmanaha. His mind is ever united with you. He is only contemplating on you, hey Devi, how to reunite with you, how to rescue you, to that extent that all the insects and flies and all kinds of forest entities which come and sit on him, he is oblivious of all the insects and flies, and he is just concentrating only on you and on the ways and means of rescuing you. Anidraha satatam ramaha sukto picha narottamaha siteti maduram vani yaharan pratibudhyate. He is not able to sleep well, and he hardly sleeps, and he is always uttering only your name. Hey Site, is whenever he speaks something, most often it is only utterance of your name. Drishtva phalamva pushpamva yaccha anyat stri manoharam bahushoha priyate yevam shvasantvam abhibhashate. Anything beautiful that he looks at, he only sees you in that. A flower, a fruit, a tree, everything he looks at, he only sees you and you only. And therefore, he is only thinking of you and you alone. Sita, you need not be worried at all. It is just a matter of time. Rama is doing everything that is needed in order for you to be united with him. Sadevi nityam paritapyamanaha twamyeva siteti abhibhashamanaha dritprato raja suto mahatma tavayeva labhaya krita prayatnaha tavayeva labhaya krita prayatnaha. He has only one thought process, only one contemplation running in his mind, how to gain you back, and he will definitely do everything that is needed. He sees it. Sa Rama Sankirtana Vita Shoka Ramasya Shokena Samana Shoka Sharanmukhena Ambuda Sesha Nishaiva Vaideha Sutha Bahuva. Sita, listening to Hanuman recounting on the state of Rama and all the preparation that is going on. Valmiki says, Vaidehi appeared like a night at the advent of autumn with the moon looking partly cloudy, because now she has mixture of emotions, and she looks at Hanuman and says, hey Hanuman, Amritam Vishasamsrishtam Dvayavanara Bhashitam Yachana Anyamana Ramo Yachana Shokaparayana. So, whatever you said, on the one hand it looks like Amrita, and on another hand it looks like Visha. Because what is Amrita? Amrita is all the details of Rama's readiness and preparation, all his glories, all the reassurance that is given is Amrita, but at the same time, listening to Rama's state in separation is also like Visha. I am unable to process both of them at the same time. Hey Hanuman, Aishwaryeva Suvistrirne Yasanenava Sutharune Rajvaiva Purusham Bhatva Kritanta Parikarshati. She says, fate is so very powerful. See how it can orchestrate things. We have to face this kind of difficult times, all of us, say Hanuman. But one thing is very clear. Sooner or later, all this clouds, dark clouds will pass, and sooner or later, there will be victory. Vartate dashamo maso vautu shesho plavangama. A plavangama, 10 months have passed. Ravanena Vishamsena Samayoya Kruto Mama. The time of what Ravana has given is also short. Only 2 more months to go. There is no more time left. The clock is started to tick. I cannot live any longer like this. Hey Hanuman, you have to do something about this. Mother Sita is about to set the timer. The countdown is about to begin. Let us see how Hanuman responds to this. Jai Shri Ram.